Macedonia. I'm outside of Pansion Bianko, and the reason why I came outside is because I feel sick. And the reason why I'm documenting that is because you can see this guy here who's working on this electric that's going into the ground. You can tell because it's kind of like I'm not gonna explain it on camera, but you can tell what's going on. The electric is going into the ground, and I can tell that it's happening. Why is this happening here? There have been two helicopter flights across the way on today, and that's concerning to me because they only do the helicopter flights usually when there's something else that is going on, and that's the thing. And yeah, and also my mom has been trying to book a room on Airbnb, and she's been having problems doing that. And the reason why is because they don't want her to stay in Airbnb. We're in different countries. I'm in Macedonia. My mom is in Egypt. And she's been in a situation where she's been going from hotel to hotel on an every other night basis because they're pumping a lot of electrical currents into they're increasing the electrical currents into the places where she's staying. And that's because she's in a hotel where it's easy for them to have access to the building to do it. And the reason why she wanted to book something on Airbnb is because it's more difficult for them to do this when you're renting out an apartment in a residential neighborhood. You know, a hotel is somewhat public, but an apartment is not public by any means. So when they try to set up and do the things that they need to do in order to intensify the electrical currents being pumped into the environment, it's more difficult for them to do that if they are trying to do it at an apartment in an apartment building. That's why they have messed up my mom's credit card, and that's why she's been at the bank for over 1 hour in Cairo, Egypt, because they don't want her to book an Airbnb reservation, because their goal is to make sure that she stays at hotels and not at a residential in a residential environment, so they can have easy access to her whenever they need it. That helps them to be able to mess with the electricity, and that helps them to be able to mess with the Wi-Fi, and it helps them to do other things. If you're a targeted individual, maybe you know about it, maybe you don't. But I'm using this video as a way to document what's going on, because this is true, and maybe if there's someone out there who comes into the light of this thing actually existing, they will remember my videos, and they'll find these videos somewhat valuable to them. But yes, this is here, and there's no problem with electricity. But I will say that this thing is parked out here, and you can see that it's going into one area, but it's also going into another area. If you look right under the little booth-looking thing, there is something going into the ground there, and there's also something going into the ground right behind the yellow fenced-off area. And that's the reason why I am making it. And then the guy that's right here, he's continuing to look at me. And my question is, why does he keep looking at me? You know, I'm not talking loud. I'm not talking to him. I'm standing far back. He knows what he's doing is wrong, and he knows that there is an extra surge in electricity coming from that machine.